Hello, everybody!
I was like sitting here like, am I going to do the intro? Or
It's
is he...
raincode today. Hello.
We started from the title screen, yeah.
I like never see this.
I know, we saw it the one time on the first episode. But today's a little different because we're starting way earlier, like 3 hours earlier in the day than we normally do.
Gage has sustained a lethal leg wound, so we're on a bit of a timer here.
Yeah, I'm bleeding out.
Yeah,
by the time this video's done, I'll be dead.
With what we actually cut the right nerve in his leg, so it'd be 45 minutes before he bleeds out. So we'll be able to get this episode like perfect. He might get a little loopy toward the end, but
it hurts a lot.
You'll be fine. It'll hurt less as the more you lose, you know?
I don't know if that's how that works.
I think it is, because...
You probably do start to go numb after a while,
That's what I mean, because your brain is losing oxygen at that point, because the blood's not carrying it there.
Where were we? We are doing a job for the Resistance guys. That...
Oh yeah, we're setting up cameras for Kokichi, or whatever.
Yeah, basically.
That's the only way I can remember him. I want to see more of Gun Girl. I liked her quite a bit.
These guys are so suspicious, by the way.
Like, the Resistance?
Yeah, like... But remember, they were trying so hard to get us to do this job for them. And it's like, why do you need a detective to even do this job in the first place? I feel like we're getting set up or something, you know?
Didn't they say they didn't need a detective? They just needed someone who wasn't informed on any of the inner workings and also just, like, a rando?
Yeah, at least for this job. I don't know.
They only said one.
I feel like they got bigger plans than that, though. Why would they try and trick a detective, literally one of the smartest people you can try to trick, into doing a menial labor task, you know? I mean, there's a peacekeeper right there.
I would more think it's just like, I need to get people out of the way. Or no, like, they just don't want to use their own people for this, because then it'll be suspicious if they get caught and they'll get fess up information. Yeah. All Yuma knows is the location, and even that, they look like they could pack up and leave real quick.
They can trick any rich guy. They like money. I don't know. True. But it's just screams shady.
What do you want? I'm on break right now.
Tell me where Fubuki is.
What kind of work do you do?
I hate when people talk to me on my break. How's this guy be livid?
I work at the power plant up ahead.
Why is he taking his break here in the first place? Out in the rain, looking at a clipboard?
There's gotta be an office or something, right?
Like, go sit down, dude.
All of the rainfall in Kanai Ward is gathered through the drains and ends up there.
Yeah.
And then hydroelectrical generators create electricity for this city. Did you know that?
Yeah, honestly.
Right?
It's very efficient considering the slums are flooded.
Yeah, I mean, you should use some of the water there for power.
Yeah.
That's very interesting.
That is interesting, Yuma. I'm gonna pretend to look interested with my little face.
I thought we were gonna ask him where our guys were, but okay.
Yeah, we're looking for...
I'm looking for Fubuki. I don't care about the rest.
We don't need to look for Fubuki. She'll show up eventually.
This Fubuki chapter. I need to find her.
Yeah. If I was Fubuki, I would have swam away.
Are you Fubuki?
Hello, it's me, Fubuki.
What do you want? I need to get to the bank.
The bank?
Can you give me some money?
Yeah. Samaranaman Bank is up ahead. It's the only bank in all of Kanai.
Is someone gonna die in there?
That's the only bank?
Why the line always takes forever.
Isn't Kanai Ward like a giant city?
It's the only bank. Why?
You know how long it takes to, like, I better deposit this check. I have to travel 3 hours to do it, though.
You know what? All those pipes then are probably, like, for ATMs?
Oh, like
maybe
those
money dispensers?
Like those pipes at the bank, so you could just do it remotely.
Yeah, though you would think that'd be very dangerous having them above ground. If it were me, I'd have an axe and I'd be like, ooh, money dispenser.
It kind of looks like they do both.
Maybe. All right.
That's cool. I actually love that system.
Great
world building, guys.
My colleague who was on break still hasn't come back.
Oh, I just talked to him.
I hear there's a really cute waitress at the cafe in Ginma district.
That's Fubuki.
Maybe I should ditch work and go there.
The cafe in Ginma. That's where I'm going to set up the next camera.
I bet Fubuki's there. She's the cute waitress.
More information.
she's like,
seriously, that's a real like theory I have.
Probably.
She's just like, oh, I decided to work here.
Detective work didn't work out, so I'll be a waitress. She'd mess up everyone's order.
I got tired of having torpedoes thrown at me.
For some people.
Huh? Like who?
Yeah, that's not descriptive at all. Shinigami, get out of her ear.
One of them has fuzzy hair and a wannabe bad boy look. Another carries a bag.
A wannabe bad boy look, yeah, that's true.
Superstar.
Sorry, doesn't ring a bell. And I don't think I want to get involved anyway.
I respect it.
This city has completely changed. The branch office I work for was acquired by Amaterasu Corporation. Thanks
He looks
to
so
that,
weird with facial hair.
career
Are
employees
you just
like
saying this
me
out
were
loud and I'm just
overloaded.
eavesdropping?
Makes me want to jump into the river.
Go for it.
Have you seen him drifting down
Hey,
the
enough
river?
with the suicidal thoughts, bro.
Huh? You mean like people? I've been here all day. I haven't seen anyone.
I did see a blue-haired guy floating in the river, though.
Well, that one we can ignore.
Belly up.
I see. Thank you.
Darn it.
I spoke to a few people, but no one seems to have seen them.
Unfortunately, I didn't smell the stench of corpses either.
Bummer.
Well, if there aren't any corpses, then they're probably alive somewhere.
Yeah, I bet
That's
they're
true,
kicking it.
But for now, I should
There's
get back to
probably
the
a
job.
few of them.
They
Vivi and
might get worried
Fubuki, I
if
think,
take
are
too much
alive for
time.
sure.
Yeah, I mean, maybe one of the others died. I really don't understand how we lived at all, though. Because that submarine got blown up, sunk to the bottom of the river, and then somehow our body ended up, like, floating down the river, like...
Okay.
Ended up on some beach somewhere.
Here's something that could either be kind of mean to say about the game or incredibly genius if they did it.
What?
It seems like a lot of times Yuma has some plot armor.
Mm-hmm.
Do you think that could be part of having the Death God, or do you think it's just lazy writing?
I think...
Like, it makes sense. Like, you know, that doesn't really...
I think there could just be more at play in general. Yuma could have a forte, someone in Amaterasu could be a traitor, Yako could have a forte, or some other special connections that allow us to get by things easier. Like, there's just so many different angles, and we just won't know until the game's over.
It just seems odd that, like, Yuma seems to be so incredibly lucky all the time.
He has not been that lucky. Like, he ended up in this stupid town with no memories, almost gets killed like 50 times.
Almost. Okay, literally...
I wouldn't call that lucky.
Literally, if you took anyone else in this situation without a Death God, even the parts where, like... Okay, get rid of the Mr. Labyrinth parts. We won't count those because you need Shinigami for those, right?
Okay.
Like, I feel like you would just die, like, instantly.
I mean, I know I would die if I was in a submarine and got torpedoed.
You would have died in the train car thing.
No way.
Because no one has Shinigami for that.
No way. I'm smart. I would have figured it out.
You would not.
Yako was going to come rescue me anyway.
I don't think he would have been very quick.
Well, he tried.
Next to some cafe in Ginma district, right?
Yeah, I've been there before. This one shouldn't
That's where I
take
got
long
my
either.
debt racked up. Okay.
I wish he'd wear a different outfit. I'd kind of like to see him wear different outfits throughout the chapters.
Well,
like if he wore something more grungy right now since he's with the Resistance.
It doesn't even make sense for him to be wearing this. We just got an assassination attempt from the Amaterasu Corporation. We're like, I better go out in my detective attire.
Yeah, like,
with
come
my
on.
face out and everything. Oh, here's a
there's
peacekeeper.
a guy right there.
Hello. Like, if I was a peacekeeper boss, I'd be showing all the, like, lower rank guys, like, hey, if you see this guy, tackle him.
I mean, yeah, they know what we looked like, I'm sure.
Yeah.
We need to go to...
Travel by bus? Here, we'll travel by bus. I've never done this.
Okay.
Even though it's 2 steps away by now.
I was kind of hoping we'd see him, like, sitting on the bus.
Like a little cutscene.
Mm-hmm.
I've heard a lot of people love that Makoto character. Now, I don't know anything about him. You
The
know,
guy with the
one in the
mask,
tower?
right? Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know. He seemed pretty just average Joe to me.
Well, I know
like,
he's
obviously very suspicious.
son of number 1 and also Yuma's brother, so... I'm, like... Seems really obvious how he said all that.
It did seem like he was implying it.
What's going on?
How are we going to set up a
There are
camera here
tons of
discreetly?
customers. It wasn't as crowded
Fubuki's
last
working
time
here,
I
I
was here.
guarantee it.
Maybe they got some new dessert people can't help but snap photos of. Humans love lining up for stuff
It's
like
all
that.
influencers.
But only men are lining
I saw this
up.
video. There's just this guy
Anyway,
trying to eat
this
at a
is bad
restaurant.
time to set up a camera.
But I think it's like friends or like influencers or whatever. So they got like a bunch of cameras and he has to like hold up the food and they're like taking pictures and you can see on his face he's just like, I just want to eat.
Yeah, that's something I can never do. Like vlogging, I would like it like privately, but like going like imagine being like on a bus, be like, hey guys, I'm on a bus right now. I'd be like, oh.
I wouldn't have the self like confidence to speak out loud.
No,
That
the
loudly
lack
in a
of
public-
self-awareness is the right word for that.
That too a little bit.
Or
But,
like a restaurant.
Like I would do it quietly. Like if I was in the corner of some public place, pull out my phone, and be like, hey guys, I'm waiting for such and such
No, but like,
and
okay.
such. But
Gage and I have like a favorite restaurant in this town that we like constantly go to every time we record.
Yeah, I would
If it's
never
open.
vlog in there.
Yeah, like imagine if we were like in the corner where we always sit and it's like,
Hey guys.
yeah, it's like, hey, RatAttack Nation, check out the food Gage got, and then we like have to pan the camera over it like 100 different ways to get a bunch of angles for editing, and then by
they
then
usually
it's like
bring like a professional photography camera and they like show like 4K photos.
they probably have like
perfect
boom mics
lighting.
and stuff too. You know, like the big ones they hold. Like that just
Maybe.
sounds. That sounds vile. That sounds absolutely miserable.
If I was the restaurant owner, I'd be like, oh my god.
No influencers would be my rule.
Go out.
Servan, I'm at the location, but the cafe is extremely crowded.
I want to avoid any prying eyes. Is there something you can do about it?
Go to the other one and come back.
Listen, you're the boss. You tell me what to do. I'm not doing all this work for free.
Yeah.
What do you mean?
I want you to set up a surveillance camera at the cafe's bus stop so we can view the main street. Call me
Okay.
back once you figure out how to make it happen.
Well, we can do it
Counting
right
on
now.
you.
They're all looking at
Wait!
the cafe.
He hung up. What now? What does he expect me to do?
We should put one on a bus and then we get a moving one.
How about we boom kill everyone?
Yeah. There you
How
go.
about we don't?
Then what? You want to wait until all the customers go home?
Anyway, let's look inside the cafe for now and see just how crowded it actually is.
Okay. Are we gonna see a familiar face?
We're
in
gonna see
there?
Fubuki.
Please. I need a friend.
It's jam-packed in here. This'll take a while.
Can I get a refill for my coffee?
Coffee over here too?
Sure.
Yeah.
I told you.
Fubuki?
Oh, Yuma?
Hey.
My
you
coffee! Hey!
You must be here to try some of my coffee.
No. Did you work here the last few days too? Like, what are you doing?
How long has it been?
I'm surprised she hasn't spilled anything on anyone. Well, she
probably
might have.
Yeah, she probably has.
No, not coffee. You're okay.
How dare you be all right too, Yuma?
Oh,
Thank you.
what?
What? Anyway, I'm just glad you're alive, Fubuki.
I am grateful you were born as well, Yuma. I ought to thank your parents.
Yeah. Were you not there when the submarine blew up?
Excuse me! Where's my coffee?
Right, coming right up.
I'm glad Fubuki's alright, but I don't even know where to start with her.
A leash, say, we're going. Come
yeah.
Seems that sheltered
You're one of those
skulls is
like
tough to
kid
kill.
harnesses.
I wouldn't mind if she died.
Why do you keep saying stuff like that?
I just hate airheads.
You're an
Only
airhead.
losers find girls like her
No, she
attractive.
definitely has way too much information going on.
Well,
I think she's as much. It's just an act.
I think
That's
yes
how I
and
see
no. I don't see the parts in the mystery labyrinth where she's like, gee, I don't know who did it. She probably actually doesn't know who did it.
No, but
And she's not very good at putting like 2 and 2 together when it comes to like clues and stuff like that. Because
Yeah,
you even
but-
see her like inner dialogue. Sometimes she's like, let's see, blah, 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 blah. A theory I almost wondered is like, what if Shinigami's actually the protagonist? Because you can see her inner thoughts too, but Yuma can't hear those. Like, you can hear Yuma's inner thoughts.
which we know she can do.
Yeah, but only really the player seems, from what I've seen, seems to be able to hear Shinigami's inner thoughts. So I think it'd be really interesting if, like, under that crown, there's like a little Ahoge thing.
I mean, so stupid.
Wouldn't it be cool though if like Shinigami, because she is with you from the moment you wake up.
Yeah, like we hear her before we hear Yuma.
Yeah, because you see that little purple ball flying above him.
That,
and she's
you know,
like,
that's actually, I like that theory. I hope that's true. That Shinigami's the real protagonist.
I think it could be cool.
Fubuki? What are you doing here?
And maybe if there's like other Master Detective Archives games, you're still playing as Shinigami, but with a different
Right,
detective or
yeah.
something. That could be cool.
I am fencing coffee. Everyone
Fencing?
says it is delicious.
Is that the right term for that?
Fencing?
Yeah, I don't think so.
I have never worked in a place like this before. It is rather exciting.
Why did they hire you?
I have always had an interest in waiting tables.
I feel as though I am blossoming with a talent I never knew I had.
I don't know. These guys don't seem to be getting their coffee on time.
Are you actually working here?
When did you get this job?
Yes, I am an adventurer detective coffee fencer.
Well, she's having fun.
Start.
See? This is why I hate airheads.
Anyway, how did you survive that explosion?
We call up the resistance. We're like, hey, I need that white van for a second.
Yeah.
That is a maiden secret.
Oh, how did we?
Huh? Okay.
Oh my god.
What about
It's
the
gotta
other
be with her
master
forte.
detectives? And Chief Yako?
Yeah, I don't know what hers could be.
Everyone all right?
Unfortunately, I have yet to see anyone since the explosion. I figured someone would appear if I waited at this cafe. But perhaps everyone died. My deepest condolences.
I don't really care.
No! Everyone must still be alive!
If we're both completely unscathed, they're probably no more than severely injured, you know?
Come to think of it, waiting at this cafe instead of blindly searching is a good approach. Halara often visits here.
That being said, I felt bad just idly sitting around. So I started working.
Well, I don't even know how this timeline worked for you, but
And as a result, we were reunited.
Yeah, it worked. Her plan worked.
I get, it's not a bad plan, honestly.
No, I mean, you can infiltrate, get some money,
I'm starting to understand the situation.
Especially if she's not confident in, like, her investigative skills so much. It is genuinely just a good idea to be like, well, I'll stay put and let them find me. I mean, she's not a very quiet in appearance sort of girl. Like, you could probably hear rumors. There's this airheaded but really cute girl at the local cafe. And
Yeah,
they'd, like,
anyone
track
who's
her
worked
down
with her would know who they're talking
with a
about.
big flower in her hair and a lip piercing thing.
However, ever
I didn't
since
notice
I
she had
started
that.
working, the number of customers has
I just want to, like,
steadily
tug
risen.
on it. Be like, yoink!
It might just come out.
I
I think
don't-
usually there's like a cap on the other side you have to unscrew.
I don't know. That sounds just uncomfortable, like having piercings in certain places. Like, I think ears could be fine because, it's not a body part that moves, Eyebrow might be slightly uncomfortable, but like anything around like the lips or mouth, that just sounds like
My issue is I'd always play with it. Like, I'd run my like tongue over it and be like,
metal piece. Yeah.
It's like, I do that with like my teeth. I'll just like feel my teeth with my tongue or like chewing my tongue or something.
But like that one exactly she has, like, yeah, I wouldn't want that.
I was beginning to mentally prepare myself to settle here. From the cradle to the grave.
So all the customers here are after Fubuki.
Every single one of them has ulterior motives. Say, Yuma, what brought you here?
Yeah, we can't really say.
It's a long story.
Well, we're just gonna tell. Well, I joined the resistance in front of all these customers.
Oh.
And that's what happened. Wait, she's gone?
What? Invisibility
Yuma,
powers.
Sorry to keep you waiting. I must procure more coffee.
Procure? Aren't you brewing it here?
Maybe stealth powers could be cool. That'd be very good for detectives, sneaking in and out of places. And if she just snuck out of the submarine, like, last second, like, oh, I'm out of here.
I wonder, do you think it could be something as extreme as just like immortality? Like, it'd be weird, but it'd be cool.
From how the Fortes have been explained, it seems like supernatural powers are like a normal thing somewhat in the world, but master detectives are like specifically honed to use them for investigative purposes. I don't really know what you'd use immortality for in an investigation,
But if there's an immortal
monster.
just if there's an immortal just hanging around, best, and especially if it's an airhead like she is, put it on your team and just let it do whatever. That way it's at least like, yeah, these are detectives. I don't fight them because they're my people.
Yeah, I guess so.
Like, done,
Mm-hmm.
I order coffee from the hotel restaurant and get them to brew it.
Wait, you're just serving coffee from the hotel?
Correct.
I see. So that's why she calls it fencing.
Honestly, I do the same.
Where's your boss?
So, what are you doing here again, Yuma?
As I was saying, some people asked me to take on a job, so I'm working on that right now. Speaking of Fubuki, will you help me? I need you to move the customers away from the front of the cafe.
Oh? Using violence?
Sure.
Whatever works.
Very well. Leave it to me.
The way she sounded like she was willing. Violence? I can.
I imagine she's probably pretty good at fighting.
Was asking for her help really a good idea?
I highly doubt it.
Everyone, go away from that spot over there.
Everyone! There's a cafe just across the road that serves even better coffee! This way! Follow me!
Oh, okay.
She's just destroying the business she works at.
I love Fubuki.
Yeah.
Many customers flock here simply to ogle the uniformed waitresses.
I wonder if we came here earlier, if she'd be there.
Hey, that
Probably
actually
not.
worked.
We didn't even see her
even?
when we walked into the building.
Yeah. I don't even know if we could have
Alright,
come here
now's
earlier,
my
though.
chance to set up the
Yeah.
camera. Better get to the bus stop.
Okay, what? Wow. All
Now's
right.
the best time to set up the camera at
Whoever
the
is
bus
the
stop.
manager of this place needs to be fired.
Yeah, they're doing a terrible job.
Click.
Don't look at me, guy.
That
It's
should
so
do it.
indiscreet.
2 left.
Well,
Yeah, but how many people would just assume it's peacekeeper stuff?
Yuma, how did it go?
did you quit?
Perfectly.
Splendid. We work well together.
Yeah, I'm sure we would make great partners.
What? Was that a marriage proposal?
Maybe.
Huh? No, I was just agreeing with you.
Oh, right. My apologies. I lost my composure.
It wasn't not a marriage proposal,
I mean, you know, it can be whatever
though. Just
you want
hypothetically, would you have said yes, though?
it to be. Yeah, exactly.
Phew. I almost became an adventurer detective wife.
Master has already sworn his life to another.
I'm getting a...
Yeah, now you have 2 of these things walking around.
Oh, no.
Well, since we have reunited, I will help you with your work, Yuma.
Are you sure?
I am better fit for adventuring than waiting tables. You and I are now partners. You can rely on me.
Yes.
Okay.
Thank you.
No need to be strangers. You can speak to me with phrases full of slang like we are old chums. After all, we are the last 2
I
survivors.
think I've spoken to you, like, literally 3 times in my life.
Yeah.
I mean, I guess there's
This one
those
has to be
gumshoe
alive.
gabs, but we haven't looked at those yet.
I got the video feed from the second camera a bit ago.
Who's that cutie in front of you?
This is going great. Seems like Shachi was right about you, Detective. The third location is in Kamasaki District. Set it on top of the vending machine near the hotel. I'm counting on you.
Okay.
Next is Kamasaki District.
So now maybe we'll get to see her power, because it'll be like, how in the world can we place a camera here? And she'll be like, stealth, and then place, I don't know.
It'll probably be when someone dies. We're probably going to go back to that place and find that, like, tall guy dead.
Corpses.
I'm guessing one of those people is going to be involved in a murder.
Right. Like, that whole area seems like, oh, we're in this big building. How could it have happened, you know?
I mean, why make all those guys main characters if they're not going to be involved in this chapter? In every chapter, I assume someone's going to die?
Seems pretty clear setup.
Yeah.
Maybe a corpse in a kimono hung upside down, or corpses with their heads swapped.
You shouldn't joke about that. It could actually happen in this city.
Yuma, are you talking to an invisible person?
Yep.
God, you're sharp.
Did she notice me?
I heard it just now. A creepy man's voice talking
Oh,
about a camera.
okay. Alright.
Oh, you mean this? It's a transceiver.
See what's wrong with her. Look at her.
The voice is my client. I'm receiving instructions through it.
Oh, is that so? Apologies for my ignorance.
That sure freaked me out. I thought she heard my voice.
Yeah, I almost wondered if she had some, like, spiritual-ish powers. Because, like, that Melanie girl in the very, very beginning of the game, she could see dead people if she wore their clothes. So it would make sense if, like, either Fubuki or Vivia had a power that convened with the spirits of some sort, you know?
I feel like it's got to be something that would let her escape the submarine unscathed.
I mean, so did Yuma, though. Otherwise, I'd agree with you.
Yeah, but Yuma, I mean, he is a death god. Like, who knows what that does and doesn't entail?
I guess, but I have no proof that it does entail anything, you know? I'm sure the others are just fine also. I doubt we're going to see them and they're going to be like, I lost my leg in that explosion.
Alara would be cool without a leg.
She wouldn't be able to fight. Well, she could probably still fight like a wild beast, but still.
I have lived inside a mansion since I was young, and know little about the ways of the world. I am so naive that the servants call me
Oh, okay. The Danganronpa games are so old. You never see like modern references or anything.
No, I didn't expect to see modern slang.
Dummy thick. What
wow.
the heck? We're gonna be like playing a game like the next Spike Chunsoft game that releases like someday, you know?
Yeah.
And it's gonna be like Skibidi Ohio Phantom Tax.
Oh god,
like,
I
oh
hope
God.
I hear enough of that from you.
I don't think that's what they meant. Anyway, it's never too late to
Dummy
learn
thick. Oh my god.
Oh, Fubuki, I love her.
I mean, take me for example. I've forgotten everything, but I'm still alive.
Yeah, I'm naive about the ways of the world too, girl.
Yeah.
That is true.
Peas in a pod.
I am much better off when compared to the state your head is in, Yuma.
Where do I find me a girl like this?
Right.
In any case, I now know that is a transceiver. Your client must be so small to fit inside there.
She'll probably actually prove to be pretty smart, though.
I mean, the one guy said she has like the best thing, didn't he?
I'm sure best power.
Yeah.
IQ might be questionable, but I'm saying like how Halara is very like logically intelligent. I'm guessing Fubuki is a very outside the box thinker, is the vibe she gives me.
Right.
So we'll be like in the mystery labyrinth or something, and it'll be like, how in the world would they be able to accomplish this? And then Fubuki will say something, well, what if they did this? And it's going to be the stupidest thing ever. Like the dumbest, most idiotic like conclusion you could come to. But then you know what? Yuma's going to go, wait a second. That actually kind of makes sense, you know?
Probably. I mean, they've all done that, though.
Really? A master
This is
detective?
how I see it's going.
Struggle to live even a normal life.
I can't deny that.
Anyway, we have a princess from Wonderland here, so have fun escorting her.
I'm getting worried.
Maybe she can help me
We
pay
have
my
to get
debt.
to the vending machine near the hotel in Kamasaki district.
Do what?
Pay our debt.
Pay our debt. Yeah, I guess we owe Halara a lot.
She'll be like, here's a tip for escorting me. $20 million.
Mm-hmm.
What was our debt again? Like 3 million?
Something like that. But I think it was like yen, or the equivalent of it.
I was
Yeah.
considering proposing a new uniform to the World Detective Organization.
Yeah?
Huh? That's sudden?
Are you a fashionista?
The barista outfit I wore earlier seems quite popular.
Yeah, were they calling you dummy thick
So
in there
I
too?
figured the WDO would benefit from a uniform with a similar design.
I think that'd make you stand out more.
Yes! All the customers were unable to keep their eyes off of my chest and skirt. The design must be so splendid, they were literally unable to look away.
No.
I think they were just checking her out.
They weren't even hiding it! Creeps!
At least she took it in a positive
I
way.
am confident you would look
Yeah! I agree completely.
I think I'll pass on that.
I've already worn enough skirts this game. Oh, this is gonna be... Well, I mean, they got their back turned. Oh, never mind. Wasn't a big deal.
Yep.
That's it for number 3.
3, and after 3 is...
Okay, I've confirmed the feed.
Alright.
Huh, the video quality is poor. Could it be the location or the cable?
Do we hook it up to a cable?
Let me adjust things. Do you mind standing by for now?
All right. Fubuki, we need to be on standby until we get further orders. We should move so the peacekeepers don't spot us.
Understood.
Let's go to the roof. It's just like right here. Never mind.
Let's wait under the overhang for Servan to get in touch.
This is a much
Very
better
far.
spot than what I said. So, you come here often?
This silence feels so awkward. What should I
She
talk
feels like a
about?
dumb big sister character.
Kinda. She'll talk about anything with you. Just bring up anything.
I wanted to learn about her family.
Yeah.
She seems like a princess or something.
I lost my memory, so forgive me for asking. Is the Clockford family famous?
Famous? I am unsure about that.
She's gonna say something where it's like, yeah, obviously.
Only everyone in the world knows about them.
Oh, okay.
That's pretty famous. Do they run a Zaibatsu or something?
Put whatever
Or
a
are your
Zaibatsu
family
is
all
on screen.
politicians?
Yeah, message it to me. I don't know what that is either.
I am not certain myself.
Wait, you don't know what they do?
But for generations, we have managed the world's standard time and make any decisions regarding
No.
time and calendars.
Oh, so it's very literal. Okay.
Wow.
So
literal clock. I see. Okay.
You
It's the
keep-
first time we've seen a last name actually relate to something.
keep track of time. Do you make clocks too, or like?
Your family sounds like a bigger deal than I thought. So, will you be taking over your family's work in the future?
Why is that such like an important thing that just one family is responsible for?
I actually heard. I don't know how true this is, and I saw this video like years ago.
About the timekeeper guy?
Yeah, he's like in like a cabin somewhere and has like a ton of clocks that are like set to be perfect.
Yeah, he's got like all sorts of instruments and devices to make sure he's got the perfect on the like millisecond
But like,
of
I think he's
correct
like
time.
used like with governments and stuff. Like he's a functional guy with stuff.
Why do they need it so accurate anyway?
I don't know. Probably just to make sure like we're keeping track of.
Just like check it once a year to make sure the current time aligns with.
Yeah, but think
the
of how many things
stars
could
and-
like go wrong or gone wrong. God, I can never talk anymore.
We'll figure it out. They just put out a system-wide update. Just update all the phones.
Right.
I don't know.
I cannot say for certain, but I did discover something after leaving home.
What's that?
It is far more fun to travel the whole world than to sit idle in a mansion.
Why did they let you become a master detective anyway? You seem like really important.
That is why I think I will stay an adventurer detective for the time being.
Okay.
I'd like to be an adventurer too.
Tell me why you're a detective.
Fubuki, what made you become a detective?
Yeah.
Well, I am ashamed to say it, but it was my parents' instructions. I was not even
They just, like,
aware of what
sending her away.
detectives do. My parents wished for me to gain
She's
some
useless.
worldly
Get her out of here.
experience. They practically kicked me out. I soon joined the World Detective Organization, but even then, I was simply doing what my parents told me to do.
And you were able to become a master detective? After the training and exams?
How did you pass those? Do you have
Yeah.
mind reading?
Yes, before I knew it, I had my detective deed.
Before you knew it, was it that easy for you? Wasn't it tough?
I do not know. So much has been on my
You don't
mind
know,
since I
okay.
left home that I have not taken much time to.
She has to be like a
consider.
natural genius in some way.
Yeah, she's probably got like... No, I don't know. She didn't even know what the number 4 was.
Yeah, she can't count.
So I was going to say, like, maybe she's a mathematical... No. Maybe she's like...
It's got to be something with her forte.
I don't know.
The outside world.
I'm sure
is
she's smart in some
completely new
way.
To me, everything is bright and shiny. I wanted to learn more about this new world, so I decided to become an adventurer.
So that's why you keep calling yourself that.
Yes, there is nothing more exciting than exploring an unknown world. However, I do
She's
not
gonna
wish you to
love the
think
mystery
I'm
labyrinth
neglecting
then.
my duties
Yep.
As a detective, finding the truth in unsolved cases is similar to going on an adventure.
What have you found so far?
To uncover a secret no one else
I found out the
knows.
meatballs are delicious. Yeah, isn't that like a real thing she had going on?
Oh, probably.
I see. Curiosity about the unknown is what drives you.
Trying to, like, figure out what her power could be.
Perhaps that is it. For the first time, I feel like I finally understand myself. Yuma, you are a great detective.
Thanks.
How sweet.
Killed so many people, but... Also, did I just hear our phone buzz?
Yeah, but who cares?
Let's talk about the weather.
The rain just won't stop, huh?
Yuma, do you not like the rain?
Well, I haven't really given it much thought, but
You haven't?
I don't think I like it very much.
Yeah, his mind's been busy, dude.
I guess.
I love the rain. Back at the mansion, I never saw the ocean. Rain was the only thing that let me imagine what it could be like. If so much water could be falling, then there must be a place where it all accumulates.
You imagined an ocean from just the rain? You must have had a wild imagination as
Is she a good artist?
Well, maybe.
I have always been told my imagination is my only real gift.
That's
But still,
interesting.
I have yet to see
Maybe
the
she can
actual
imagine
ocean. I do want to go see it one of these days.
possibilities could be her forte. So like she can maybe she can hologram project like different possibilities for how something could have played out or something.
Maybe. That's interesting.
Or like, I don't know.
The ocean, above the clouds.
Huh? Above the clouds?
Seawater becomes rain, does it not? And rain falls from the sky.
She's kind of right. She just got her order backwards.
Well, yeah, I'm not gonna explain it.
Yeah, don't.
But the seas are above the clouds. Am I wrong? Whenever I see white clouds floating in the sky, I think, oh, it's the ocean.
I mean, there is a lot of water up in those things.
Right.
Yeah.
I guess you can't say for sure if it's above the clouds until
No,
you see
don't.
for yourself.
No,
Why would you perpetuate this?
All right, whatever. Let's hope the internet is invented in our lifetime.
I'm sure she'd just be excited to be like, oh, it's not in the clouds? Okay.
Yeah.
Right.
Thanks for waiting. I finished making the adjustments.
That girl's really stupid, by the way.
Yeah, can you hear this chick? That's gonna do it for this episode, everybody. Thank you for watching, and we're gonna go eat food and come back.
I'm rizzing them.
I wish it's not tracking me. I wish I could do more faces here. Here's my Riz face. Wait, it's not doing it.
You cannot notice any difference.
That looks so good. Hey guys. Blah, 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 blah.
I don't want to do an outro. Just leave. Click off the video right now.
No, I'm gonna do the best outro we've ever done right now. You ready?
Well, I'm not participating.
Bye. Okay, you can go ahead and end it.
I'm so mad.
You faked me out, bro. How
Okay,
dare you?
Good night, guys.